Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to let a few more people come on in and, jog this out with us. I want you guys to get your coffee, get your tea, get your orange juice and your apple juice and get settled in, all right? I'm going to be right back with you. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. If you aren't following me on all platforms, please do at Shar's Reality number 6. If you haven't had a chance to follow my backup page, also on all platforms, please do at Shar's Reality Family. All right, happy Friday, boo things. Happy Friday. I am so excited that it is Friday. Work will be over with, and I will get to enjoy 2 full days of whatever I want to do. Okay, work be stressing me out, y'all. But anyway, we here and we activated. Hope that you all have found your coffee and your tea, and you are having and going to be in a great mood as I choose to. Okay. Listen, we got a lot on the roster, okay? We got Tisha in the comment section getting folks straight, answering every single comment. Listen, and guess what? I'm all for that sometimes because sometimes you gotta let them know I'm here, I see you, okay? So look, I'm not against that. We also have Brit Eady over there just lying. Kenya says she coming back, honey. She can't wait for the return. And also Papoose and Remy Ma going to put all or have put all the BS aside for now. Okay, we're rooting for healthiness over here, but in between that, we all for the toxicity as well. We all for it. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see. Patricia E says, I'm back and I'm better. I'm glad to see you in the chat, boo. What's up? Is it Sexy Chocolate 215? What's up? And welcome to the chat. Elf Mac in the building. What's up? I see y'all. Cynthia in the building. I think I saw you here before, but if I did, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, honey. I mean nothing by it. Welcome, Overcomer. What's up, y'all? What's up? Hey, Jazzy J. Oh, man, really? So that's what I was telling them yesterday. YouTube randomly unsubscribe people and subscribe. Well, they'll unsubscribe you, hoping that you don't realize that you're unsubscribed. They'll even go in and take the notifications off so you won't get notifications. So it's imperative that you make sure, if you want to hear your favorite content creator, that you are in the loop. Sometimes you turn that thing off, turn it back on, and you just got to play with it because they will deem you as a bot. I know that for myself. Okay. Um, I saw Queen Sheba again, her recap on Diddy's trial, and you guys go check that out if you haven't. She's doing an amazing job. Okay. She got the boots, the heels, the slides, all of that on the New York ground. Okay. So she's working over there, and I am so excited to keep pushing her, and I'll make it my business to always shout her out because I love content creators that's not scared to get into the content. Okay. If I had the time or energy, baby, I will be trying to get my feet out there. It's imperative that you're not afraid to branch out. Okay. It's just imperative that you do. We have a lot going on. I'm going to give it about another 3 minutes before we jump into it all. Yes. Hello, Lee. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Lee is reminding us what the Cash App is and to always share, guys. It's imperative that you do. I think that's it. If you guys want me to drop the, like, we're not quite at that hour and I have a little bit more time, I'll drop the link at the end if you guys want to jump in and have some 2 cents on this. I also got when a little piece of it, and I didn't finish reading it because I had to get on live, of DDG and the whole Hallie situation. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, the baby is the only one that loses in the end. But what I did not see, and I did not see folks talking about, was the fact this boy was asking for child support. Okay, ain't nobody talking about that. So I have to do a little bit more so I can pull up the whole thing and not just that. So I'm not going to really talk about it much, but I just say the nerve. And his mother is an enabler, in my opinion. Okay, I heard of having your children's back, but don't encourage them to be ignorant. Okay, I don't believe in encouraging my children to be ignorant. That's my son. I'm rocking with him. But behind closed doors and up close and personal, I'm going to tell him, simmer down now, brother, simmer down. Okay, so that's where I stand with that. Absolutely, my thoughts. I love it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all in this thing on this good old Friday, aren't y'all? Yes, I'm here for it. Okay. We do have the Love and Marriage Huntsville coming back at some point, right? That's what they say. I don't believe that a date has been out yet. But if I find out or you guys find out, let me know. I don't think that they indefinitely have a date, but it is and have been confirmed, not by Carlos King, but by the castmates themselves, that says, listen, we are coming back and we are actively filming. I'm not against them coming back. I can't wait to see how it's going to either progress or not. Okay, I'm not wishing for the downfall, but I am interested to see what is it going to do. You got Ken, you got Trish, you got Maurice and Kimmy. Then you have oh, you guys are so cute. Thank you for the Cash App. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I definitely am going to get lunch on you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to out the names because I've learned, and other people chat, when you out the names, these individuals become the target. But thank you for that Cash App right in the middle. Just bless my whole heart. Thank you so much. But like I was saying, I'm interested to see what it's going to do. I heard there's a new couple. I think Stormy's done. I don't think she has any interest in coming back. We'll keep covering her because she was a part of the show at some point. But, I think that's done with. It's a new couple. You got Ken, you got Trish, you got Maurice and Kimmy, you got Letitia and Marceau. And then you have Destiny just out in the wind doing whatever. I don't even know her purpose on the show anymore. Maybe she'll end up getting married this season. I don't know. But we are here for it no matter what. And we're also in the process of reviewing Basketball Wives along with Real Housewives of Atlanta. I gave Real Housewives of Atlanta a break because I feel like they ain't got nothing new going on. Thank you, Lee, for saying thanks to the individual that sent that Cash App. Yes, absolutely. We are so grateful for that. We are over Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not many will watch it if it does come back. Yeah, they going listen. They going listen and remember that Shara said it first. Okay, remember that Shara said it first. I don't care how you slice and dice that thing. Remember, I told y'all they're going to make it their business to create stuff that we all want to see and hear, so that they can be like, yes, we did this thing without Melanie. I'm telling you, in my shanana, okay, that is what the goal is. They have to prove to us viewers we did it without Melody, and Melody ain't stopping nothing. That is the goal. Instead of them just enjoying the season, and since they say that, you know, the production team never wanted to focus on nothing other than Martell and Melody, I would take my shot to be front and center. I wouldn't worry about if we still going to be seen and how we could turn this thing up to prove everybody wrong. I wouldn't worry about that. I'll just tell my true story, and whatever that land, it land. But remember that Shara said it first, baby. I said it. Lee, I said it first, honey. They got a motive and a mission, honey, to show us what's what. Okay. Let's jump into it. So you guys know that Remy Ma and Papoose's daughter graduated on yesterday. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you got a chance to see that picture of the baby girl, golden child, is doing her thing, honey. And I want you guys to remember that Papoose in the beginning, well, when all of this feud done came out, and he was saying that, you know, I've always been this person. Y'all don't trust people that delete stuff on their page. I remember it like yesterday, because he was saying, I ain't never delete nothing from my page. My page, you know, because Remy has deleted some stuff off her page. I mean, if it don't fit the situation no more, it just don't fit the situation no more. You got to get the hell off my page too. You know what I mean? So it was not a surprise to me. Ariane comes on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Martell had the nerve to ask for $2 million to show his baby mama. What? I know you lying. Lee, where? Where? And who the hell gonna do that? Child, hold on. Let me ping you for a minute. I know you lying. No, listen. She done told us everything we need to know. We don't need to know no more than we already know. We ain't gotta assume we already know. The most they'll be faking at this point. That's it. Because I don't think they're in a real relationship anyway. They only come out to us when they got something to brag about. The moment that it done dried up and he back to his old self and being all rude and ignorant to her and moody and on his little period, you know what I mean? Then ain't nothing to talk about. But as soon as they all hushy, mushy, and he doing all that, then it's something to talk about. So I don't believe them anyway. But if they there, we here for it. You know what I mean? We here for it. We ain't discriminating around here. Carlos has got too many lawsuits going on. OWN Network hasn't picked them up yet. Those lawsuits got everything on hold. Is that what it is, Patricia E? Wow. They delete stuff on their page that does not fit their narrative. I thought so too. I heard on another channel that it is an amount of Martell wants, but like you said, she has told her story for free. Yes, honey, she should have started bargaining when it first started happening. She'd be a millionaire by now. Everybody wanted to know what she had to say. Close Law probably beating Martell's to death, asking him when the show going to start. Meanwhile, he has watched the 4-piece Nuggets living their best life. Yes, I saw them at Universal Studios. It's an awesome thing to do. When I went with my kids, I enjoyed it. With that being, and they older, so I can imagine what the babies enjoyed, right? I just be done too fast. And when the heat start coming, I'll be real done, right? So listen, I get it. And here's the thing. I haven't seen Martell out on vacation since Melody dumped his tail. If y'all did, let me know. I saw him at a baseball game, but I think he get free tickets for that. That's just my opinion. Everything here on this channel is allegedly, in my opinion, only. And anything I'm using is for fair use only. Okay, we doing research at this point. Okay, under Copyright Act 107. That's what we doing, honey. That's what we doing. Child, the 4-piece Nuggets go on more vacations than me. All right, they be busy and active, and that's what it's about. I'm not just because it's Melody and her children. any free time, I was supposed to be on vacation again with the kids this year, but planning a wedding and still being in this rental house has not allowed me financially to be able to do that. But any chance, but I have all of my 6 children under the same roof and my nephew. So that's a blessing in itself in this season. My oldest son go back to school the end of the month, and then my other son goes back to school on the 23rd of the month, and then my other son goes back to snow and closer towards September. So, and then my girls are still local for a while. But with that being said, my blessing is already here. Okay. And my next season won't be like this. And I'm preparing for a wedding also. Right. So, with that being said, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Clearly, we found out Melody was the brains in a relationship. Absolutely. He can't afford food for the kids, let alone a vacation. I forgot about that. Ariana, unfortunately, is not very smart. She could have had a bag, but she gave it all up for free. Yes, honey, just like she gave them cookies up. You know, the cookies down below. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, she did. She gave it all up for free. But anyway, we got to move on. We got to move on. So, Papoose, Remy, my daughter, done graduated. And it sucks that he's still trying to prove a statement. Not that it's a one person thing, because everybody got something to say, but he has to prove a statement because she called him a deadbeat daddy. He ain't never do nothing for that baby. She said that he ain't even paid for the baby to get here. She said she paid over $100K for the baby to get here from her IVF treatments, and he didn't even contribute to that. So since then, he's been trying to prove a point of how active he is, how his family is active, who he is as a artist in general. He's just been posting and posting and posting, and then he'll put like captions that proves who he is. Okay, so I want you guys to take a look at what Remy said first about the graduation. And then he reposted, which means that they were in the same room. Absolutely, it's their child, right? So they were in the same room. And I'm for it. Okay, I'm glad they could put all the bullshit to the side and get to this baby because she's ultimately the prize. Okay, so she says, my twin, she tags her, graduated from kindergarten today. She is everything. Sidebar, why when we was taking the pics, she gonna say, no, over here, mommy. I want my face to be in the sun. Oop. Okay. Tyra. She also says double sidebar. She's literally picked her own hairstyle and her own clothes down to the accessories. We be in the crib arguing, LOL, but it always comes out cute. My little girly girl. Okay. Hashtag the golden child. Hashtag Remy Ma. At the same picture, Papoose post a couple hours later. And listen to him. And then we're going to go into what he did say and why he's saying this, okay? And like I said, it's their child and they should be able to put the differences to the side. This is ultimately the prize. He says, hashtag the golden child graduated today. Big Sugar, aka Sugar Do Mama. Okay. He says the most charismatic, amazing kid in the world. For those of you who followed this journey since the beginning, I want to say thank you. Hope it's been inspiring for those who came late. Scroll down my page. Y'all hear it, right? Scroll down my page. It's all there in real time. The best hood is fatherhood. And you know, Scrappy always in the comments because he for a picture and go on about his business, honey. Scrappy goes on and says, congratulations to the golden one. Okay. So same picture, same day. I wonder what that looked like though, because I would like to be a fly on the wall. They just went toe to toe on the internet. Like, what did that look like? Y'all think Papoose was the one taking Remy pictures and Remy was the one taking Papoose pictures? I got questions. Okay. I want to know. And I said they just left Florida, but I don't believe it because Martell is due in court this month. If I'm not mistaken, it's next week. Martell doesn't have any money. My goodness. You guys are all speaking to one another because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. Papoose was always appeared to be a good dad. Remy cheated and there is no two ways about it. She messed up, now wants to backtrack. Okay. Shar, I saw your vacation pics of you and your man, and he is fine. Child, you a piece of meat. It's like, no. It's like, nah, he's a gentleman. We had a good time. And then the kids are supposed to go in the summer, which we usually do when they get home. But like I said, it's just not smart for me right now. And also my kids been home and probably it's supposed to be 2 months, but it feels like 1 month because it happens so fast and so quick. Okay. So we here now. What we going to do about it, right? So anyway, so that's what he had to say. So it looks like they are on good terms at this point. Remember, they had mediation that Saturday after the drama, honey. And I don't know if he ever showed up. I don't know if the documents got officially sent to the court or what. But I hope for Clarissa's sake that they did, because that girl is in the win, and she's owed that. She's riding this out with him, and she's trusting everything that he's saying for her own good. I think he owe her an expeditious divorce filing. Okay, so let's get it to it, Papa Papoose. All right. Let me see. Yes. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to put him on a loudspeaker because he has something to say. Okay. Hold on. Did I turn it down?
Exploit. Don't you know that when you were saying what you were saying on what I just played about the meatball, the lane, that you said some other things that I could end this whole charade that you're trying to play with?
He mad, y'all.
And I'm gonna just allow you to keep going. I'm gonna allow you to keep going because that's what you like to do. Moving on along. I told y'all earlier, I'm gonna let y'all know one of the reasons why she had so much animosity towards me. And I never got to finish that because people kept calling my phone.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all know. But before I let y'all know that, I do want to say this. I've supported your whole family, not just you. I've supported your whole family financially ever since I've been around them. Right now, you're not speaking to nobody in your family. You're mad at them because they still love me.
Wow.
So if I'm this guy who don't support, who don't pay money, who don't pay bill, don't do this and that, why your whole family love me? Because not only was I there morally, I'm there for them financially too. If anybody call me and say, yo, Pat, I need X, Y, Z, I give it to them. Ask, and I'm talking about her family. Call them and ask them. Anybody.
Oops, sorry, y'all.
Ask them about Papoose. Ask them, did I ever deny them anything? Ask them, will I give them a shirt off my back if they ever in time of need? To this day, man. When you turn them away, guess who they come to? Guess who look out? And I am not saying that I don't do that so I could come up on here and say it. That's why I'm not speaking about it in detail. But the fact that you fabricating these stories about my character, I got to do it. Also, what I wanted to address. Throughout the duration of me being home with my child, when you abandoned my child, so you could go stay in an apartment that you got 40 minutes away from my house, I can literally post the address up here.
Yeah, she abandoned him?
She went and got an apartment between her and this lane, 40 minutes from my house, ran back and forth there every other day, lying, saying she not with the dude anyway. You went and got this apartment 40 minutes away from my house. And so the main reason why she started to have animosity towards me was this. One day, because every birthday, we celebrate birthdays together as a family. Every holiday, guess what, y'all? Very consistent with what I said earlier. Y'all seen it. If y'all scroll down my page,
you got time,
everything is there. It's in order.
See?
This social media thing, it has its pros and cons, but if you go through it, it tells a story. But if you go to her page, the history, a lot of it is erased because that's what people do when they got something to hide, when they want to try to be somebody that they're not.
Told you.
She want to go around the lane and change the story around. Lied to him bad. He's a clown. Lied to him. He on the recording just saying a bunch of untrue stuff. He's an airhead. I just played her saying that she would have been done with him if I would have knocked him out. Guess what, y'all? He's still gonna deal with her because he's a bum. The league is hers. It's not his. She threatens him anytime he get mad. Oh, I'm taking take it down. You sleeping with this girl? Take it off. I got all of that document. That's neither here nor there.
What?
I told y'all about. I was gonna let y'all know why she got so much animosity towards me. So the reason why she got so much animosity towards me is because when you find out the truth about a person, they will start to resent you. Every birthday we celebrate as a family. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back further. When she was in.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there because what I wanted to talk about has already passed, and he's talking about. I just wanted you guys to hear why he keep mentioning going down his page. He keep mentioning going down his page because he's saying that Remy has deleted a lot of the things so that people cannot be able to connect the dots. Okay. And he's saying, if you go down my page, I haven't deleted anything. Hence to why these videos are still on his page. One of the videos sit at 1 million views. Okay. And usually he'll go and delete it. She has deleted her stuff from the argument because I guess she like, I aired your tail out. And at this point, ain't no need for us to keep going back and forth, nor do I want to see, myself like this. I just had to let a few people know, don't keep playing with me, right? So he's sticking to this whole keep going down my page. I am exactly who I say I am. Now, we will never be able to see that, right? Everybody go on their Instagram. I know on my private Instagram, baby, I be on there deleting all them old back in the day pictures because, baby, what the hell did I have on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody goes and deletes stuff. Anybody that got all their stuff up on their page from way back when is delusional, okay? Because I'm not keeping all that stuff on my page. I was like, why did I even think this was a style? I don't want to be reminded of my bad dressing way back when, okay? So they are coming together for the Golden Child at this point. I wonder what that looked like, for them in a whole. Was Remy doing the recording? Or what y'all think? Pat was doing recording. Was they recording for each other? I got questions, okay? Tisha Marceau came out talking about her hair in the show, but Tisha corrected him about $2,500. Wait a minute, let me ping you so I can see the whole post. That they're not receiving because the show isn't coming on. They get paid. Oh, is that what it is? I wonder if we talk about the same video because I swear I heard something else. He is saying a whole lot of nothing. I hear you. What's up, Veronica? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. They need to divorce at this point. Yeah, it's about time. They both, moved on with different men and different women. And whatever that looks like for them long term, that's their business, right? It could just be a thing where, because us as women, we'll use somebody else to get over somebody else, but that don't mean that it's going to be a long time thing. I remember Remy even saying during her live, she was like, look, we kicking it, we this, we that, but mentally I've been through a lot. So I don't really know where this is going. Do I have that? Let me see if I still have it. If I have it, I'll play it for you guys. But two wrongs do not make a right, and they need to go their separate ways. Yeah, people I think the internet is kind of delusional sometimes. They like black love. What happened to black? It's over with. It's done. Okay. They done already crossed the line and broke some rules. It's done with, right? At this point. So I don't know why we hoping for stuff to be restored like that. Okay. Let me see if I still have hers, and then I'll play that for y'all before we move on. Where she's saying about easy to block. She like, look, it's good. It's been great, but I'm not sure where this is going to end up. Okay, so I wanted you guys to hear that. Let me see if this is one of them. Hold on.
Getting a lot of money on old work. Ghetto or ratchet, con, pop out with first on the Mary J record or song with my mother Fat Joe. Every time I do like, yo, rap with that, please, with the album.
Hold on, I don't think that's the one.
With my daughter on the
Hold on.
1,000 thing over there, 1,001 thing over there on that side of the family.
Okay, hold on.
That? What are you talking about? The second that his job was solidified, he then started going on. I knocked somebody lines. Okay? I literally peeled niggas off your ass, because niggas, I can't even go to that venue no more because the way niggas was acting when they got about, when you ran off into the night with a mask on and nobody knew where you went to. Niggas was like, we doing this. You know what I said? Sorry, guys. That's my husband. Still.
She's talking about how she saved him.
I can't do nothing. Yes, he was absolutely wrong. He was dead wrong. He was out of pocket. Yeah, if y'all do something behind my back that I don't know about, whatever, but not on my watch, I'm not doing it. And that's how I behave, and that's how I handle him. Through all the tormenting and all the secrets and all everything, nobody still couldn't handle him crazy. Let's be clear. People didn't respect me on the strength of him. A lot of the shit that he got was on the strength of me. And that's how I carried it. So when people was like, when he goes on and says, oh, he lied after I knocked him out, he lied. Like, well, we all lied. Because we were all trying to make sure that we were all good because you did some dumb shit. But y'all know how it is with these niggas. They could do mad shit to you all day, every day, year after year, decade after decade. But the second you do something to them, the second you say, I'm done, I'm finished, all hell breaks loose.
Uh-huh.
He used to be gorilla glued to my nuts everywhere I went. Not because I'm a cheater and because I can't keep my legs closed, but because he was so worried about an athlete or another rapper or an executive getting my attention and I'll leave. When he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You know?
All right, now remember we just listened to him, and he said that Remy's lying. He said that Remy is her league, and she threatens him to take it. Talking about Easy to Block, she's saying that she threatens to take it every time he pisses her off. She find out he with another girl, yada yada yada. So she's addressing that. She says that Easy make about $50K per battle. Okay, so put some respect on her new man's name. Okay, let's continue to listen.
Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a fucking lien on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe, he couldn't fathom why him. So I sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why are you fucking lying? Why are you lying?
I didn't even mean to play that one. I wanted to play the one where she's she talking about she don't know where it's going to end up, but we ran into that one. Hold on, let me see what this was about.
She ain't got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching.
She's talking about Easy.
But because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills. Not because I was taking care of his kids. And none of that. None of that. And then after I created my Battle League Home 23, I hope to make another Battle League that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records and dropped a single the same day.
She's talking about Easy.
He keeps digging up old pictures of Easy off of Google to try to make people like, look who she messing with, look who she doing this with. Bro, if I post some of your old pictures, you look crazy. A lot of our older pictures look crazy. Why don't you post the pictures and the videos and the surveillance you have that has been hurting your heart? That had you on live for 2 hours, 3 different times at 2 a.m. in the morning. Because that's what you said. That's what you said to me. Oh, yeah, I'm moving around with my current come up publicly.
Oh, that was Jazzy J.
You did the same thing to me. I just had to deal with it in private. People don't know what I had to deal with. You're the weird one. You're the one that kept blackmailing me and threatening me to release sex tapes to me.
What?
You. Y'all keep saying, oh, she was parading around with this guy. I never do that. Never. Y'all may see me standing with somebody. Y'all may have seen me at my Battle League where people was talking crazy about me. People who had conversation bad, and I would be so ashamed and so embarrassed that I would stop. But I'm a real ass bitch and I know the truth, so I don't give a fuck what a nigga saying no battle rap. I know what's up. Nice try. The people that he happened to name happened to be the ones that we heard you were talking to. Interesting. I didn't care. So I am going to let you guys know, right here, okay? It was so bad.
Listen to this, y'all.
I would have rather talked to a bum, homeless person on the streets.
Wow.
That was good to me. That treat me good before I stayed there another day. And that's just that. That's just that. I'm not hurt. I'm not missing nobody. I'm not wanting them back. This, I switch. Look at my face, y'all. This is the happiest, the most at peace that I've been. The only time I have an issue is when I have to do this. And the reason why I have to do this is because it gets me results. Because he cares about his personal, public opinion. The opinion that you guys have of him, he cares about it. When he would not leave my house for years, the second that I couldn't take him out, I said, you know what, I'm posting this. Because I could have posted anything. It was.
Ooh, child. Child, listen. I'm trying to get to what I wanted y'all to hear, but it's so much stuff, and I don't think
at my house the same day.
I was trying to get to the part where she was talking about Easy and how much money he make and all of that stuff, but I don't think I fully listened to these clips myself in its entirety, okay? Jazzy J, I got you, boo. Thank you so much.
Who you gonna keep playing with me? You want money? Filed the same day. So I would like to thank all of you for paying attention and tuning in so that I can get relief. It's not my problem no more. That's the next person's headache. And for all of y'all, what do you say? Oh, y'all haven't seen her with him since. Y'all haven't seen her with him since. Because it looks crazy. Because I don't want nobody to have she's still married and y'all look crazy. The thing that what you're doing to the person that you supposedly love right now, I didn't want to do that. I ain't never been hugged up, kissed up, right into a gushy birthday text to nobody on this app. Because the ink ain't signed yet. And it looks crazy. Regardless of what we know it to be in real life, to the outsiders that don't know everything, it looks crazy. Okay? The only time you guys have ever seen anything with me in any type of intimate or close way, very
hold on, let me see.
It's the mediation meeting. Are you gonna show up? Bring a pen.
All right, I can't find the part I'm looking for. I probably should have clipped and pasted, but it is what it is, okay? So basically, she talks about how she don't know where the relationship with him and her is going to end up. It just feels good right now, okay? She says that mentally she is drained, and she's been in a relationship for a long time, and she just don't know where that part is going to end up, okay? And I agree. I don't know what she was saying, like, we haven't seen no pictures of her because I saw pictures, but I guess she's saying that Papoose was the one that put those pictures out. She was not the one that did that. I don't know who put them out, but they out there, okay? So she's saying the reason why she hasn't publicly outed him and her relationship because it looks crazy until the papers are signed. So Papoose has made it his business, if you guys missed it in the beginning, to continue to say, I don't erase my life. I am and have been who I say I am. She's the only one deleting stuff. Up until now, the baby has graduated, and they had to come together so that they can be supportive to the baby. And that's what they done, okay, or have done rather. But Papoose threw a little shade in there and was like, go down my timeline, which he's been parading since the argument. Go down my timeline. I'm that same dude, okay? 38 minutes into the chat. Thank you so much. Being separated like this always allows ways too many people to be involved in your marriage, husband dating, you're dating, the people involved confused. Child, it's a whole lot, honey. None of us support this mess. Okay, it's just the conversation. 30 in the chat. Shout out to all 30 of you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you hear, that must mean you enjoying the show. All right, so let's get into. Let me see who else I had on here. Who else was we talking about, y'all? Hold on. Let me get to who we talking about. Who else was? Oh, let's talk about Brit Eady and Kenya. Let me make this very clear. And I know y'all don't always agree with Shar, and that's cool, but y'all know I got to keep it 1,000. Kenya actions is disgusting. They have been disgusting. There's nothing cute about what she has done, even though a lot of us would love to see her on the screen in this season. She has put her own foot in her mouth and chewed away. And instead of her being apologetic immediately, she made excuses for her behavior. She lied in the beginning and she was like, I didn't put nothing out about nobody. And then when the show aired, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay? So listen, we have to normalize, okay, the fact that even though she came and said she was sorry, it wasn't two people started pulling at her coattail. Girl, say sorry. Girl, say sorry. Girl, say sorry. Kenya does not give a dang on, okay? If she been pulling this crap for a long time, so let's not act like, oh, she got it together. She said she was sorry. Stop, okay? Now people are saying that Kenya point has been proven. All right, to each his own, right? But check this. Even though, and we're going to get to Edie's statement, even though Edie came out and says the picture that was released was not her, Kenya made a whole story about her being sorry. So let's not act like she purposely didn't post the pictures. She thought those pictures was that girl, okay? So her intentions was to destroy that girl and publicly humiliate her at the expense of her own job, okay? So hell, if she coming out now like the pictures was not me, does she get to get her job back? No, I don't think she should, because her intentions was to destroy and humiliate that girl. Now, I don't know if Brit didn't know, the pictures wasn't her, hence to why she said that her pictures was from, she had a whole story behind these pictures. It was from me when I was with this girl and I had the OnlyFans and, we did this and we did that and I was young. Girl, I thought you saw those pictures. So you lied too. Y'all always just lying to create this story and feed into this story. Kenya said that she even said she got the pictures from somebody, but she never said who she got them from. But you didn't know that the person you was posting was the wrong person. So you apologize for something that you thought was her. You don't get a pass for that. Your intentions was nasty, disgusting, ignorant, poor taste in a woman. Should I go on? Unpopular opinion, what Kenya did was wrong AF, and she should took full ownership when it happened. Went on Tamara talk show and did not she hasn't taken accountability this whole time. Stop like, oh, we want to see her back. And no, because given the opportunity, she will do it again. Her and all of that hair on her head will do it again. So stop acting like she meant well. She didn't mean to humiliate her and she should get a pass. Stop. Her intentions was to humiliate this girl to the fullest at the extent of her own job. Okay? Brit Eady is lying, scammer, and know those pictures are her. If those weren't her pics of her, why did she give all that? Yes, that's what I just said. Why did you do all that? Nobody has saw the picture, so we don't know if it was her or not. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought she should have said it wasn't her a long time ago. Ain't none of us on the outskirts see the pictures. So I would have ran with that. I would have been like, "Bitch, that ain't me. I don't know what you're talking about." But see, she thought too slowly. Okay, she wasn't quick enough. She wasn't quick enough with it. Okay, Kenya Day is coming. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So all this pleading and begging, and look, Brit Eady has deleted season 16 from her bio over on Instagram, y'all. Y'all think she done? Y'all think she said, wait a minute, this is too much? Do y'all think that's the case? Because Kenya has a fan base who's basically trying to bully her to believe what she's feeling or have felt is wrong. Did she lie? Yeah. She never saw them pictures. She had a whole story about what the pictures was, and you ain't never seen them pictures. So what the hell was you talking about? So we can't take you serious either. Kenya, you apologize because you thought you released the right pictures. Your intent was wrong. Your motive was wrong. I'll be like, it ain't me. What you talking about? She had on a what? Girl, that was not me. That was a size 2 back in 2020. I would have been like, that girl size 5. That ain't me. My big toe is bigger than that. Girl, take it to your grave. Take it to your grave. I would have been like, hell no, that ain't me, girl. You better get it together. Okay? So I don't know, y'all. But at the end of the day, they both was wrong as hell. Thank you for the reminder. I would be like, hell no. Let's not forget how Brit lied and said Kenya affected her. And the license that she ain't even had. They wasn't even active when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Brit, you hold a lot of pieces to this mess that's going on. If you knew that you ain't never see them pictures, why run with this narrative? So you wrong too. And you lied flat out. We ain't gonna let you get a pass on that. You lied. It took a year for Brit to say something. Kenya is lying too. Yeah, they both lying. You ask me. I don't even think they know. Hell, at this point, production don't even know who the hell the person was on the screen. Because Andy lied too. Didn't he just do a whole thing on his nightcap and say a formal investigation was done? Who the hell did the investigating? Because if the investigation was done, wouldn't they have known that the pictures was not Eady? Wouldn't they have had to call Eady in and say, hey, does these pictures resemble you? So he lied too. So you got production lying, you got Brit lying and running with this narrative, and then you got Kenya over here apologizing for the wrong person. Somebody got to make that make sense. They all lie, just lying out here, just lying, okay? Lying. And the thing is, just because it's the wrong pictures, she don't get her seat back on, as a housewife. It don't work like that. Now, I hope that she do come back and revive herself, but if they're basing it off these pictures and come and find out the pictures wasn't really her, and they're going to let her come back off of that, girl, get the hell out of here. Now it's something she pleading and begging. Oh, I really wish I could have been a part of the reunion. Well, you ain't, and you're not. And nobody's checking for you. And the reason why you're not is because you continue to make excuses for your bad behavior repeatedly. Okay. So just because Brit wasn't there, you thought you should have been there? Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. Okay. Hold on. Let me get the picture that I'm looking for. Or maybe it's on my Instagram. Maybe I'll see it there. Hold on. Okay. So, like I said, nobody is perfect in this situation, but we gonna call cap when we hear it, okay? And definitely Kenya knew without a shadow of a doubt that those pictures, she thought those pictures was her. I don't care how you slice and dice that thing. She thought she released something, and those pictures were indeed Brit Eady. And now it's not. She like, oh, I'm gonna stick to my story then. I didn't do nothing wrong, girl. We know it was you. Now the seating chart has come out. And you have Andy at the center. You got Portia to the right of him. You got Shamia to the left of him. Next to Portia is Phaedra. Next to Phaedra is Cynthia. Next to Shamia is Angela, and then next to Angela is Kelly, and then Drew is at the end. Okay, so I don't know if I never believed in the seating chart, if I could be honest, y'all. I never thought or felt like the seating chart mattered or it was going to make a difference, if I could be honest. But to each his own, right? To each his own. I don't know what sitting closer to Andy would do for anybody, okay? I'm just being honest. Like, what does that mean? Somebody type it in the chat. What does that mean? Do you got more clout? More juice? What does it mean? Somebody type it in the chat. What does it mean if you closer to Andy? Because I'm confused, okay? I want to know. So Kenya speaks on the reunion because, you know, the season chart that came out, and Kenya says that I'm disappointed to not be a part of the Real Housewife of Atlanta 16 reunion taping today. Please know I take full account. Here she is, apology. This is recent. Y'all gonna tell me she knew what kind of pictures she put out? She thought that she put the right pictures out with the intent and motive to destroy and humiliate that girl. Period. Okay? You could have hit her back in that gut another kind of way. But no, you always got to go below the belt. Girl, learn a new tactic and a new way to fight. Because the way you've been fighting is disgusting and nasty. And we're not proud of it, okay? So it says, please know I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to all those affected, including Brittany, the cast, crew, guests, and viewers. I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon. So do you guys think that she was made a promise behind the scene and we don't know about? Like, did they tell her you're going to come back? If Brit leave, you're going to come back? Because Brit removed it from her bio. Okay? What is it? What are they telling her that she keeps saying looking forward to come back soon? Are they telling her this is a temporary suspension? Like, I want to know. I got questions. I think, Kenya, the best bet for you is to shut the hell up. That's where we're going to leave that at, okay? That's where we're going to leave it at. Let me see. Just like they investigated saying that Brit did not have a pow-pow, all they did was ask her if she had a pow-pow, and that she said no. And that was that. Exactly. It's based on your standing, and popularity. Okay. Y'all teaching me something, because I'm like, who the hell is in a rush to sit next to Andy like I'm somebody's kid or something? Tricks is for kids, honey. Do y'all think production and Andy are actively trying to ice Drew out? To me, it seems like it, but I don't really care if Drew stays or goes. I really haven't given it much thought. I just don't think Drew is very interested, if I could be honest. So I'm not sure that they icing her out. I just think that she don't have much to bring to the table. And then when she do got something that's juicy and somebody bring it out, she don't want to talk about it, or she lie about it. So I think the icing out for me has a lot to do with her not being willing to share. You see, recently they just revealed that she was dating somebody and she was like, no, that's my friend, girl. You know what I mean? So I don't think Drew wants to give more, if I can be honest. So they move on to the next. Let's talk to somebody else that want to share, right? Production Lie didn't complete a thorough investigation and took this opportunity to let Kenya go because they really wanted to keep paying. They really wanted to keep paying her to top salary, in my opinion. Yeah, because you know she was getting a healthy piece of bread. She was getting a healthy piece of bread. They ain't investigate nothing. They flat out lied, like I said. And that's just what it boils down to, okay? So anyway, Eady made a statement, and let me see if I can blow it up, or do I gotta go? Y'all know my eyes be playing tricks on me, child. Hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. At least I thought I was going to be able to pull it up. Here we go. That's wild. I can't even find it. Oh, here we go. As everyone now is aware, I'm not attending the reunion. This was my decision. The events of the season have devastated me, and while I cannot say much right now, I do want to set the record straight about one thing. The graphic sexual photos surrounding the event in episode 5, that photo was not me. Was not me. Was not me. Okay? As the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo at that time. Rather, I was made aware of the photo being presented at the event, and based on what I was told, assumed it was somehow a photo of me, which is why I reacted in the way I did. I do not know who was in the photo, but upon seeing it for the first time recently, you've been spoken this a whole year ago, and you done made a whole story behind it. It was in your college days and all of that, and you was lying. Girl, you got to be kidding me. Okay. She says, I now know it was not me. Okay. She says, I look forward to seeking accountability and moving past this dark part of my life. Brit. So you mean to tell me that your license was under investigation and all of that based off this picture, and you never saw the picture? Girl, go night night. Go night night and sit the hell down and don't get the hell back up until it's breakfast time, okay? I'm tired of y'all. Y'all just be lying. This post, listen, the episode you dragged it on continuously, episode after episode after episode, like as if you knew for sure you saw it, okay? Till recently, what you mean when y'all started filming the reunion? Oh, girl, that ain't me. Y'all can let her come back. Are you kidding me? They need a reason to bring Kenya back. Yeah, so they're trying to flip the script. So I guess Brit's saying now, it wasn't me, y'all. We're going to move on from this because it wasn't me. So she got the power in her hand. But I don't think Kenya can come back because her intentions was to destroy this girl. I think Kenya need about 2 seasons off. She's been doing this crap for too long, okay? Brit is going, and yes, Kenya is back. Is that what it is? Child. I think this was a lot for Brit. I think they came in like hardcore on her, like hammered to the dang on wall on her. I think this was a lot. I don't think she was ready for what was to come, but everybody got to try it out once in a while. It's based on your, okay. Yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All right, we gotta move on. We're 56 minutes into the chat. We might go over an hour, but that's okay because we're gonna get through everything we're talking about. I hope it all worked out, but at the end of the day, let's not act like Kenya should get her job back because it wasn't her picture. Her motive was to destroy at any means necessary at the extent of her own job. And we should not turn a blind eye to that. We should hold everybody accountable, and she should be held accountable as well. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. Right. So recently, Tisha posted this picture of her son and all of, her son is going to college, and shout out to him. I don't know how people can be so hateful. I love the kids, and I would hate for someone to ever talk about my kids in any kind of manner like that. But for whatever reason, people do it, right? They said that he was supposed to go to another college now or something. He's going where he's going now. At the end of the day, people are worried about whether he should have a scholarship or not. I don't think that's a fair statement. The richest people, kids get a scholarship, and hell, if they want to pay for it for free, I ain't gonna go pull into my pot and give it out, unless I have to. So let's not act like her child shouldn't be getting a scholarship because they so rich. Y'all got to stop that. That's not a fair statement. Congratulations to the young man. I'm looking forward to seeing him, thrive out there without his parents. It's not easy for a child to go from home to college. So we want to be fair with that. And we love the kids over here. Okay. So Maurice jumps in the comments and he says that he looks so excited. And Tisha is responding, guys. Tisha says, right. He was happy. Now I thought that would be like, that's it for her to respond, but no, she responded to everybody. Somebody says, Sheree did. Sheree says, congratulations to him. She says, thank you. Somebody says, congrats. Is it safe telling the world where you will be? Maybe my overprotective mommy brain is working overtime. So Tisha basically brushed this individual off. And she says, it's a large world. And she says, we are covered by the blood. Okay. So she's letting this individual know, no worries. We're not stressed out. He going to be here. It is what it is. Play stupid if you want to. Somebody says, so proud of my nephew. And then someone else says, Letitia Scott, Tip my hat to you. Always was a mother. I'm not reading all that, y'all. But Tisha says thank you. Okay. Someone else says congrats. Even though I thought I was going to okay, here's the one. Congrats. Even though I thought he was going to go to AMU, he says make sure he gets that HBCU experience too. She says look, it's in him. So basically, she letting the individual know he gonna get it all. It's already in him. His parents went to HBCU. We here now, okay? She says. Someone else says, "You guys are amazing parents. I strive to be this for my babies." Let me see. Hold on. I gotta get y'all the juice. Hold on. Hey, we don't. Okay. So proud. Everybody's just saying so proud. So she deleted a lot of these comments that was coming in saying, "Oh, y'all so rich, but he on a scholarship," as he should be. Let me see. Someone told her basically like don't like I'm right down the road if you need anything. And look, I get all that. If people want to support your children, but you got to be careful. If you don't know these people up close and personal, girl, don't be calling on nobody because they will one, throw it in your face, and two, you don't know what they're going to be out there doing to your babies. Okay. Thank you, sis. I will keep that in mind. Can you DM me your number? Someone else says, love it. He will be so appreciative and understanding sooner than later. Congratulations to you both. War Eagles following your footsteps. My son T-Bell attended AU and then they're telling their story and all of that. Dang, y'all, I should have screenshotted this crap earlier. And I'm thinking she would still have some of this stuff up there, but she deleted a lot of stuff in the response. Hey, Paula, how are you? His parents pays taxes, and that's what's paid for school and college. I think people made the comparison because they always bring up money and how rich they are. Okay, that's fair, Veronica. The chair sitting. I bet that's my daughter calling me, telling her friend done passed or failed the driving test, but I gotta call her back. The chair sitting mean a lot. It's about keeping the peach or coming back as a friend. Okay. And who show more of their life and not by lying like Drew. Okay, you're talking about the chair seat, and thank you, because I was like, I mean, I'm too grown to be anxious to sit next to Andy. Like, I'm just trying to figure out where that come from. Okay, so I do apologize because a lot of what I was looking at, I didn't screenshot. I thought they were going to still be here. But like I said, most of the comments that deleted was her saying, responded to people because they were saying that they were so rich, or they put out that they're so rich. So people are saying, why he on a scholarship if y'all so rich? It's not like that. Okay. Now, let me point this out while we're here and we're talking about it. People are saying that Marcel and Tisha are not actively together. Okay. That may or may not be true, but let me put a little plug in y'all ear real fast, okay? I know we're going over an hour, so I'm going to wrap it up. But if they are not together, is it fair to say that they don't got to come back together for their children? Is it fair to say that they don't have to put on a great face for those children, right? Or do y'all feel like they should just tell their kids the truth? Oh, we ain't together, but daddy gonna be over here and mommy gonna be over here. One thing for certain and two things for sure. Remember, Tisha was sitting at that cereal and milk table, and that son was like, Mom, you crazy. Ain't no way I'm gonna let somebody talk to me like that, okay? Ain't no way. And she brushed it off. These children are old enough to know whether their mother or father are being mistreated in any way, form, or fashion, okay? And what we don't see, those children has already saw, okay? So keep in mind, they have to keep it together for us, the viewers. They have to make it seem like they're taking road trips and they're just so happily ever in love, okay? They have to make it seem like it's working out. That's what they have to do, okay? And especially if we're going to see on the show how they're working it out separately. That means that they have to make us believe that they're together until they hit us with the bombshell when the season do premiere, okay? So if they're working overtime to convince us that they're together, it's a plot to the plan, okay? So we can't be mad that we know the truth, allegedly, and they want to pretend like they are together, okay? At the end of the day, they're allowed to do that. They're on reality TV. They're allowed to pretend and have to pretend so that people don't get wind of their storyline before the show premiere. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because I feel like in the comment section, people act like she owed them an explanation. She don't. I'd rather she want to share where they are now, whether they're in counseling and it's working out. That's her business, right? But she don't owe us an explanation of where her and her husband stand today. Okay. Now remember, if they do divorce, there's a lot of stuff riding. Okay. They got businesses together, whether they thriving or not. They just building the Scott Manor that's, up and almost ready. There's a lot of things that stay here. So they have to really play wisely. Now, let me be honest again. If they're going to work it out, I'm rooting for that because I'm not against marriages. I'm just saying do what's best for your mental, and whatever that look like for them, go for it. But she don't owe us anything, okay? If she choose to act like they something they not, go for it. But I always said I feel like Tisha is more in love with Marceau than Marceau is in love with her. I do pray that one day, if they do work it out, that he will fall in love with her just like her or better, okay? Because she done took a lot of stuff on the chin for this man in this relationship, in my opinion, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. We're an hour and 4 minutes into the chat. If you are still here under the sound of my voice, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are still here, go ahead and subscribe, all right? If you have not turned the notification bell on, it's imperative that you do so that you don't miss any form of content that I post here or any other of my channels, all right? Listen, checkmates, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time, bye.